Hello guys and welcome to my guide on welfaring the QBD because I am in welfare gear. As you can see, I only keep 4.8 mil risk. You don't really need a DFS to do this if you have super amplifiers, but I just have them there just in case the tank. It's a very good tanking shield, and if you can't make super amplifiers yet, you want to go with that. For the method I used, I did no familiar, no overloads, no Goliaths, no Swift gloves. What else? No comp cape, no next armor, no divine. I did glory, solar's cape, needs not helm. You need ruby bolts E for this. I did that for the prayer and the defense bonus, and I got this because with super amplifier, I might as well use this for the prayer bonus and the +8 range. Chaotic crossbow, you can swap this out for a rune crossbow. I end this with 5 brews, so I mean, it's possible. If you guys want me to do it with rune crossbow, I'll make another video with rune crossbow. I mean, I don't mind. It's actually fun to do it now. It's not that bad. I deboot for the melee defense against the tormented souls. D-stone eye for the +7 all stats. You can swap this out for a Takio Zo ring. In my inventory, I have a whip, and I use this sometimes when I'm just up close and I want to kill the worms. You don't need to though. You can go full out range. I have the DFS for tanking. Like I said, you want to make sure this is charged because when you die, all the charges are gone. Enhanced Excalibur, that's obtained from finishing the Seer's Diary for Elite, and it heals you like 400 over time or something. For my inventory, I was doing a 3-1 brew to restore ratio, -2, but basically I drink 3 sips of a brew and then 1 sip of restore when I'm low. What else? The super amplifier, 2 range pots to make it a little faster. Before you leave, you also want to throw 5 logs into a bonfire, the best logs you can, because they'll give you an HP boost and you're gonna get more HP when brewing. So if you're 75 fire making, you want to do the magic, and it'll give you 100 more life, about 100 more life points max, and you'll be able to tank things a lot easier. Without further ado, let's get right into the boss. Now that the gear and all your gear is set up, you want to focus on the levels. I have a maxed account, not skills, but combat wise. If you have high range, it's gonna be very easy for you. This is not a boss you want to mage though. It has very high mage defense. I tried maging it with Storm of Armadyl, it did not work for me. Range seems to be the most effective and for lower level players because if a Ruby Bolt specs, it'll hit 1000. And I mean just 1000, I'll do a lot of damage. So starting it off here, we are on the first stage of 4. And you just want to kind of just safe spot behind that pillar. You want to pray range and your best range prayer. I'm using rigor. You can use eagle eye or anything lower. And you want to range pray because when you're outside the melee distance, it can't melee you, but it can range you and dragon fire breath you. So you want to make sure you're anti-dragon fire potted. I drank my super amplifier before going in, I believe. And as you can see, I'm just hitting like constant big XP drops, and you want to safe, but here since I'm not overloading, I wanted to use my range pod for the majority of the time before it ran out. And as you can see, I take the first phase down with very little ease. It just keeps spamming the same range attack. And when you see this little like fire thing, this is where I kind of messed up because when I saw that I should not have attacked. As soon as you see it's low HP and it spams a firewall, you don't want to kill it yet because if you click activate as soon as that wave is done, it doesn't spawn any of those worms which deal magic damage to you, and those will do like the damage will stack basically. So if you activate the dragonkin crystal thing, obelisk, as soon as possible, you're gonna get less worms, and I usually can do it with just 0 worms. And this is the first of one of its attacks. It spawns some tormented souls inside its mouth that it swallowed or something. And basically as soon as it spawns, you want to kind of run across it because it spawns a low rift underneath you, which will damage you for 200. and if you do it like there, you'll run under it and it will cause it to damage itself. What I did there on accident is accidentally killed it. What you want to do is leave one at half HP, so when it tries to heal on it, you can just kill it really fast and it'll only heal like a tad bit on it. But here you can see I don't think the safe spot I'm using helps a lot. I just like staying behind there. I don't know why. You want to just make sure the whole fight you're range prayed. If you don't pray range, you're gonna get wrecked. I mean, you can flash soul split to range. That'll work too if you have soul split. I was just on normal prayers to show you that you don't need it. There's a little gap in the flame walls it's doing. On the first phase it does 1 flame wall, and on the second it does 2. And you just want to run to the gap of there. I'm doing this on fixed screen, so it's a lot easier on full screen. I've always played on fixed screen. That's why I did it. And I had a little bit of lag during this, but I managed to do just fine. But I want to tell you guys right now, the first thing you want to do, like I should have said this first, is be calm and play some music that you like, just relax to. I played some hardstyle because it kind of gets me motivated. I can play RS better and faster, I guess. I have a better like reaction time, I guess. When you're in the second phase, which is right now, it will spawn 2 tormented souls. I don't know why I did 1 there. Or maybe it's on the next phase, sorry. You want to make sure your HP is at least above 500. And when it starts to get low right here, it's gonna let you activate another dragonkin crystal. So you're gonna want to go to the southwest corner and click that. What you want to do, what I did a mistake there, is you want to go to the corner, switch to accurate, shoot it once, and then go click it. And then you only have worm spawn if you do it fast enough. I switched to the whip here to kill the worms off, but it's faster to do it with range. I was just testing out. Yeah, so here you see, if you click a little more to the outside, like I don't know if that I can explain that well, but if you click where you want to go for the flame wall, if you click a little more away from that, you'll always go on the right spot. If you click on that exact square, for some reason you don't go there. But here you can see it has a mode where it's more resistant to physical attacks, which means melee's weaker to it at this time. This is why range is very, very good for it. And on this, wait, hold on, this is the third phase, yeah. Third phase, because there's the first one, yeah, third phase, it spawns 2 tormented souls, which will spawn the rifts on you, and the damage will stack for 200 each. So you want to make sure you get out of the way of that very fast. Well, I have no idea what happened, but for some reason the audio like didn't record it again, so I'm gonna do this again. As you can see, I'm just sidestepping the flame walls, getting that empty place, making sure I'm not too close to the QBD. As you can see there, I took some damage and I almost died. That's not good. If you do that on the last phase, you're gonna die because you can't tank 4 raids rifts at once. That'll deal 800 damage plus the dragon power, that's 1000. What else? You want to make sure you don't step into that little boundary where there's like the water. You can step there. I step there sometimes, but you want to step back really fast, or else it's gonna deal 200 damage constantly. Yes, you want to make sure you stay out of that. I've gotten comboed from there and then run back in really easily. As you can see here, I'm just doing the method of the 3 brew doses to 1 restore. You want to make sure you do that, else you're gonna, I mean, if you don't do that, you're gonna end up like, you won't have to notice that your stats aren't low as much, because if you do 3 and restore, your stats are automatically gonna go back to normal. Yeah, I mean, this phase is not too difficult. When it's gonna go in the ice phase soon, where it's more resistant to physical attacks, and that's why range is good. Here, I sidestepped the rifts or whatever. Well, I dodged them and I ran back into it. So that's what you don't want to do. As soon as you see the rifts, you want to step out of the way and pass one of them, so it'll stack the damage on that one. And then you just want to make sure that you always have 1 wraith alive at half health. If you keep 2 alive, it's going to start healing off both of them, and it's going to make the boss fight a lot longer. Yeah, so there it is, like low HP left. I'm just gonna leave it there. It doesn't do too much damage. However, if you're a pure, you want to make sure you kill it because it's probably gonna stack damage on you. And I don't know if I think pures might be able to do it. Some of the high level pures with like overloads, they might be able to do it with not too much of a difficulty. As long as you pray range, you should be fine. You'll just keep hitting those 1000s on it. And as you can see, it's about 1/5 of health left, 1/4, and it's gonna have the crystal spawn in the southeast spot. So you want to make sure you're in that general vicinity so you can click it fast for too many worms spawn, because if you don't click it too fast, a ton of worms are just gonna keep spawning over and over again, and you're most likely gonna get owned. There you can see I did it right, and see if you just step out of the way, it'll damage that the soul, so you won't have to. Right here I could have killed the QBD, but as I said before, you want to make sure the attacks are out of the way. Get yourself some decent health and then swap on the accurate. I don't know why I attacked it there to get a half health, but you want to swap on the accurate here. Step in the corner, click it, and then whenever you see the red thing light up on top of it, you just want to go click that. And I almost died there. I made the mistake of I was just too prepared, too early to do that. This is the last phase and the most difficult. I almost died there because I was in the water too long, and as you can see, just one worm does a lot of range damage. You want to make sure you look at the chat box also while doing this. It'll let you know what to look for. This is its time stop attack. I didn't notice that soul was there, but if you pray range and no soul spawn on you or flame wall or dragon fire, you should be fine. But what happens during then is you can still be attacked by QBD, but you can't do anything. So it kind of sucks. I've died by that a lot. If you spam brew when you get out of there, you might be able to live. Yeah, but usually if you get hit by 3 flame walls during time stop, you're probably not gonna live. Unless you have Torva, then you probably live. I mean, there you can see as after you get into the fight a lot, you're gonna notice that it's gonna be easier to sidestep it, and it's gonna have a new attack in this phase where it goes to Super Saiyan QBD mode, and it goes to like it just does some super like Dragonfire attack, and if you're in the air, you're gonna hit constant 200s. I don't know how you're gonna get hit by QBD for constant 200s, and I don't know how it is if you're not anti-fire potted. It's probably a lot more difficult. I took off the D boots there for the range bonus because there were no souls by me. You want to make sure you're always anti-fire potted. If you're not, you're gonna get comboed very fast. Right here, you want to make sure you make use of your range potions too, and that's the Super Saiyan breath. Just dodge out of the way for that. Make sure you're on the outskirts so you only take the 50 damage. Once it gets lower, you're gonna want to just try and kill it really fast, but just make sure you stay calm. Just focus on keeping your health up. Focus on your surroundings, seeing where souls are. If souls spawn, dodge them. I was lucky here; they didn't spawn towards the end, but the flame wall did spawn. If you click in the right place and click the QBD, you can attack it while doing that. It's not too bad, but I wouldn't do it until you're more advanced. Because you can see there I got hit, and I'm at kind of a low HP, and if you don't safe up past 800 here, you can die really easily. Because I was lucky the 4 tormented souls did not spawn, but when they do, you want to get out of the way and try and kill them off as fast as possible. That was the guide. Hopefully you guys can do it with welfaring. Let me know if you want me to go, if you want me to use any other setups, or if this guide helped you. Let me know. Hopefully it did. Hopefully you guys can kill the QBD, get some good loot. It dropped some good loot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to go sleep right now. So peace out, guys. Good luck slaying the QBD.